Hey everyone, Cooking Pizza here, and I just got done watching the last episode of The Owl House, and it was amazing. The only thing I can really say about the show is those were like the best 4 years of my life, and I know everybody else that's watched it thinks the same. The Owl House to me and a whole lot of people was just that one show that I guess after like a hard day or you were just very tired for all the stuff you've had to deal with in your life, you would just come back home, and if there was a new episode or if you wanted to rewatch one of the episodes, it would be right there. This era of Disney, I hope it at least takes a few more years to come to an end, because the Amphibia, the Owl House have been like some of the most greatest shows of my teen life. And I just honestly don't know what to really say. Like, it's over now. Like, I really can't believe that's over. Like, I spent 4 years of my life watching the show, and now that it's over, I really don't know what to say. Like, I really do wish that Disney didn't cancel them, and so they had to rush. Like, I don't understand what is with Disney, and the moment they find something gay in the show, whether it's a pride flag or a couple, they just automatically cancel it. Like, it just makes me mad, like real mad. I hate it, honestly. I know everybody else does too. Despite what my PNG is showing, I am just like really mad because like it wasn't just about just coming home and watching the show. It was about the characters and what I liked about the characters when I would come back. How the magic system works, the characters I love like King. The chances of them even making another season or even coming back with one is I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I know one thing I'm gonna do though. I know one thing, and I'm gonna be glad that they hopefully got the ending they wanted, because I know how they did Rebecca Sugars. If you're like around, you watch some YouTube videos or do some searching on the internet, Rebecca Sugars, she wanted to do more in Steven Universe with the Homeworld, but Disney rushed her. And when I found that out, it made me for real feel bad for her, because I didn't know this. I thought the reason we didn't see that much of Homeworld was because, oh, maybe that's how they wanted it to be, but only to realize that, yeah, she was rushed. And like I don't like how I don't like how these companies, animation companies, they just rush the people that are trying to make these shows for them. The shows are supplying money for them. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I really hate it. But when I found that out, I was just like, dang, so you're telling me we could have saw a lot more of Homeworld, but we didn't? Because Disney wanted to, I mean, not Disney, because Cartoon Network wanted to rush Rebecca Sugar. Because if I'm right, in one of the interviews, she said that she really did want to show more of Homeworld, but since she was on, like, a rush, she had to, cut corners, and, she didn't have time to plan it out. But anyway, I hope that Dana Terrence, the creator of the Owl House, I hope it ended in her vision of how it would end. Like, if I could guess, I'm probably thinking there was more she wanted to do in the series. But since it didn't fit the Disney brand, she wasn't able to, add in, because she was getting cut short. But, yeah. Owl House, one of my top 5 favorite shows. I put it at, like, first place. And I love how they did the final season. Like, it had love, heartbreaking, and I think, well, no, with a pinch of redemption. Who doesn't love some good redemption arcs, like, for the collector? Like, I'm not gonna like, it really wasn't like redemption. It was just like more he was like more misunderstood because like he has all this power, but he still has the mind of a child. And then King's dad looks so cool, even when we didn't see his like body of bones. He looked cool. Like, if there was a dad for King, that's definitely him, definitely. And I loved how when Ida and King saw Luz potentially like she got killed, they just went to this rage state. And can anyone tell me what the purple eyes of King was? Like, on my screen it was purple. Like, was it blue for anybody else's or no? It was amazing. Like, that rage state they were in, it was amazing. And I loved how I didn't love it, but I love how he found or felt empathy in a way when he was crying. Now, if there's one thing I have learned from all my time reading Dr. Seuss books and looking up some stuff about him, one of the many things that he has said is, don't be sad that it's ending, be glad that it happened. And I'm very glad that the Owl House was a show that I got to experience in my life. Because when Owl House came out, when the Owl House and Amphibia, like, when they came out, both of them, it was just kind of boring, and like my life was just like because the whole Steven universe pretty much ended. I don't know if I got those timelines right. I probably did not. But yeah, there really wasn't nothing to watch for me. Everything was just boring. It was the same thing. Bright colors, no stories, it was the same thing. Like, it was just bright colors and doing goofy stuff in them shows. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, no offense to any animators doing that stuff. Like, it takes hard work to even do stuff like that. But, like, I wanted, like, a story, like, redemption, like redemption, storyline, portrayal, magic, maybe, wink, wink. But when the Owl House came out, I was like, oh, okay, what's this? A show about magic. Okay, I can get into this. And when I watched, the first season, I was just amazed that a human gets trapped in a demon world and learns magic. Like, that was just amazing to me. Like, just amazing. Another thing I really liked about the last episode was how... Okay. It wasn't really but this is what I did not like about it. I really hate it with what's his name? His name is Rain. Yeah, that's his name. I hated how when Bellows had control over Rain's body, I was just like, Rain, no, come on, fight it. And then in the final episode, he's really fighting. Like, he's putting in the work, because we've seen the inside of Bellows and how it looks to be fighting against him when he's controlling you. And I'm gonna say that Rain did a pretty fine job of fighting off Bellows, because it takes a lot of strength and will to get something that sticky and icky out of you. Pause. And I love how when the episode is ending, we literally get to see a glimpse of Luz as, well, I guess a teenager. No, a young adult. Yeah, a young adult. And we get to see that everyone grew up. And King, hey man, that boy King, he got a little tall, but he's still as tall as a 5-year-old, though. Like, listen. Until King gets about taller than me to the point I can't pick him up, then he's still a kid to me. And I loved how Dana. I love how instead of doing this the ending or this is what I did after, or yada, or how those other shows be doing. She just literally just said goodbye. Like, that was it, a goodbye. Out of all the shows I've watched, that ending was one of the best I've ever seen, because it wasn't overly dramatic. It wasn't just, and we had a good life. That's it. Bye. It was just bye. Honestly, just amazing. Like, if there's any other ending that should have happened on the Owl House, it was that. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed, because that was pretty much my first time doing a commentary on a show. that I felt comfortable with. So please subscribe and like if you want to, and then have a nice day. Bye.